Hey speakers, we're going to go ahead and get into it. So go ahead and like and subscribe and let's get started. Hey everyone, how's everyone doing this evening? Hopefully everyone is having a blessed Saturday. Now, before we actually get into the actual video, I just wanted to come on camera and say thank to each and every one of my supporters that continue to stay subscribed. All my supporters that has DM me, text me, sent me a message on my other videos, just checking on me. I really, really appreciate that. It helped. It helped a lot. A lot of you sent encouraging words. I really, really appreciate that. That's why I knew that I had to get myself together and eventually come back, because I actually have a lot of people on this platform that support me. And I just wanted to say thanks to each and every one of you. Now, if anyone is watching this video that is new to my channel, my husband recently passed back in June. It was very unexpected. And it has been a battle, but slowly I am trying to get things back in order, and slowly but surely I'm coming back. So I again wanted to take the time to thank each and every one of you. Now, if you have not already, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the family if you have not already. And we can go ahead and get into the actual topic. Now, of course, I'm going to turn my camera off because I don't like the it seems as though I'm fading in and out. So, but that is my husband and I on my background. That is some memories that I often look at, um you know. But anywho, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn my camera off and go ahead and get into everything and enjoy. So I decided just to hop on to kind of piggyback on my previous video where we kind of went over the recap of Martell and his interview with Tasha K. Um, I have seen several things kind of take place since the interview. Um, in my opinion, as I stated in my previous video, I don't feel that the interview really gave anything, because a lot of the information that he did share, which wasn't much, was things we've already heard. Either we heard it via social media, the show, you know, Arion. I mean, it was just it wasn't given to me, because again, I think he was very careful with his wording. And I think that was due to his current situation, probably with Arion. So I don't think he wanted to over speak himself when it comes to that. As well as I think that he, had to tread lightly, because at the end of the day, he wanted to make sure whatever he is saying in the end, it made him look good. He even expressed and said it himself that in no way, form, or fashion did he come there to make Mel look in any way good. He said he didn't have nothing positive to say about her all of a sudden. But anywho, um, so yeah, I just didn't feel that the interview was given much. But again, since then, things, have came out. Now I saw where they were saying that Melody was doxxed, like pretty much he doxed her. Now, I don't know if it was intentionally, unintentionally, either way it go, again, you went too far. And again, another one of your selfish tactics, that you didn't think about no one clearly but yourself. Your children live at the address that you expose to thousands of people. Like, come on now. At what point do you stop and say, I have to take my children into consideration, even if that means me leaving this woman alone. I mean, at some point, when do you stop? So again, I have to say this is another failed attempt for you to play victim, because right as you went on your victim campaign, you come back with this. Even though that interview didn't make you look good at all, because it in no way, form, or fashion did it do anything good for you. I don't know if you have a publicist. I don't know if you have a lawyer. I don't know. But clearly, you don't have no good support. And when it comes to legal things, even morally, integrity, none of that. Nobody seems to be in your ear trying to tell you, just stop. Just stop and let it go. Because you seem very, very bothered at this point. Yeah, you seem very, very bothered. Even though you try to play this role, we all know and we see straight through you. So now you have doxed this woman. And I do see here where her manager came right back out. They're documenting and they are doing, they got it. They got it. I don't know if you're trying to dig a deeper hole for yourself. I don't know what it is, but have you ever heard the saying that you're gonna F yourself trying to F somebody else? Because this is what it's looking like at this point. You're doing so much to make Mel look bad that you're only making yourself look worse. Now, I'm pretty sure you still have legal matters going on as we speak. Do you think that the smartest thing for you to do is to come right online and do an interview and say some of the things that you've said, release those text messages, release that video of so say her attacking you? And we're going to get into that. Because again, as I said in the previous video, what led to that? I'm pretty sure she didn't jump up off the couch and decide, okay, let me go upside Martell head. Something had to lead up to whatever action she had taken. So I just don't get what your aim is. What is the end goal? Because even with Melody, we all here as supporters of her have always said, why are you letting him do this? Why is he getting away with this? And we've heard this lady say so many times, I have to handle things accordingly. I didn't do this and I didn't do that because of my children. That's a mother. Even though I'm pretty sure she probably could have had you arrested so many other times successfully, because you made the comment, oh, this was her 5th attempt to have you arrested and she's only doing this for the show. What? Really? No, maybe those other times that she may have had to get somebody else involved, maybe she stopped herself from moving forward with it because she didn't want to hurt her children. So instead, she was suffering silence to protect them. But we see you don't do the same. Because automatically you jump clean out the window with everything you do. Don't think of no one else but yourself. Not how it will affect your children, nothing. How it will affect your livelihood, your job, your freedom. All of that you put in jeopardy just to try to break this woman down. And for 3/maybe 4 years now that you have been divorced, you have looked to me, have tried everything in your power to break this woman down, and you haven't seen or caught on yet that some things aren't breakable? Have you ever stopped to think that? And even we know for a fact, broken colors still color. Come on. Maybe you should go get the book. If I'm not mistaken, his name is David Weaver. Go get that Broken color still color. You broke this woman when you did everything you did, but she managed to put it back together. And what's killing you is you don't understand how. You don't understand how, after everything that you've done, she's still standing. So what you do everything to try to knock her down. And you can't figure out why she ain't fell yet. You even made the comment on that interview when Tasha said, oh, everything that Melody has going on and she is really good for TV. You know what you in turn said? Everybody replaceable. Look at Nene. Yeah, Nene might not be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I don't think that Nene is struggling. I don't think that Nene is in Ariana's position. So, I mean, that ain't just really bad. I mean, come on now. And Mel ain't Nene. How about that? You ever thought about that? Mel has so many supporters that the night you went on and did that interview and you even insinuated just a tad bit about that DNA test, you know what? Mel became richer. The next day. Ran a whole code for Sugar Mama. I bet you didn't like that one, did you? See how, sometimes what you make for bad can turn into nothing but good and a blessing. You need to stop. I hear you say how close you and your mother is, and I can't fault her at all because we don't know what conversations they have. We witnessed what she said on TV, but of course, what parent is gonna come on there and make their child look bad? But so we don't know what private conversations they have. Because I can't imagine your mother going along with some of the things that you're doing as a father, as a man. I don't get it. And then you leak these videos, and I really, the other night I didn't know what was on the video that was released because it was released on Tasha K's platform. So I didn't get to see it because I said I wasn't going to subscribe to, her actual website. So when the videos got released, it showed where Melody potentially had a bat and something about maybe she was putting some lighter fluid down. Now, I said in the previous video what led to what she had supposedly had done, because at the time I didn't know what it was. But all I wanted to know is what led up to that. Because again, I know she didn't just jump up off the couch and just decided to try to take your head back. So when the videos got released, for one, I'm gonna say this. I really didn't care for how a couple of the blogs put it out there, because to me, their wording was almost as to like Mel was this deranged, crazed woman coming after her husband. See, a lot of these people that speak on this situation, and I'm not going to say that I just know everything that's going on with these people, but I have been following the show since the first season. Like, to me, I don't feel like Tasha K really is up to speed with everything. I think she grabs what's trending and she go with the flow. Martell got arrested. Hurry up, let me get him in for an interview. That's clicking a view for her. But as far as them keeping up with the show, I don't believe so. I even said that about Funky Dineva once before. I just don't believe some of these blogs keep up with Love and Marriage Huntsville the way they keep up with like the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm going to just call it for what it is. So when they put this out there, they just put it out there like she was just some crazed woman that then went into a rage, not knowing the background of these people. So when it all came about, it comes to find out this lady was acting out because you had taken her money. What? So, come on. Again, I don't condone violence in no type of way, form, or fashion. Not. But at the end of the day, we all human. And I'm not sure, and I can't speak for nobody else. But I have been in previous relationships before in the past that where I have went to bat for the relationship, where I have given my all when I didn't even have all to give. And got done wrong. So when it all come about and you're going through this, you can temporarily flash out. And this woman wanted her money because what reason would you have had to go and take that money out of that account, sir? Do you not feel as though you had done enough? Now, I know you done came in your pea head and said that she was cheating too, and you done made up all of this, what you saying, whatever. You made a whole nother child, sir. Bad enough, as I said it the other night, it's bad enough you stepped outside of your marriage, but you went and also and made a whole nother human being. On top of that, this lady is dealing with a woman constantly disrespecting her about her husband. Then her husband putting the knife further in her back and go and take her money after this woman here is all over social media saying how you take care of her. So what will be going through my mind is, oh, you taking my money so you can go take care of her. Oh, okay, yeah, let me go ahead and I'll push your look, I done got mad just thinking about it. You see what I'm saying? And I have nothing to do with this. So again, I don't condone violence, but you can push somebody to a point that they temporarily flash out, and it is what it is. And when it came to that, with the lighter fluid in the house, okay, if you think that you finna do this XYZ, okay, I'm gonna take it all. If you don't want to do this, oh yeah, I'm gonna take it all, because at this time, sir, I'm assuming this was around the time when you wouldn't even give her anything and her children had to temporarily sleep on an air mattress. Do you remember that, sir? See how quick people tend to forget all that they done to get the response that they get. They forget. And now you here 3-4 years later want to play victim. If you don't go sit your ass down, now excuse me for cursing, because I try not to curse, but this has really rubbed me the wrong way, which leads me into, what is the future of this show? What does that look like? Because I'm pretty sure they have started filming. I think he even made mention that they had started filming. And again, one minute he said that they was filming, then the next minute he said he wasn't filming. I don't know. But I can't imagine him returning to this show. Because at this point, we have to ask a question: what else will he need to do before they ever consider firing him off the show? This man has publicly embarrassed and wronged this woman in so many ways, on that show, behind the scenes of that show, and on social media. Why is he there? Because his storyline with Melanie is playing out. It's playing out. Why he's claiming she need him for a storyline? Nah, sir. I think it's the other way around. I really do believe this the other way around, because we've seen several scenes where she looked annoyed to even be in the same room with you, let alone film with you. So why would she need you when she got so many other stories that she could bring up? But again, I have to give it to them. These are the only two people on this whole entire show that has been totally transparent about what they have going on in their life. So to me, I know that Carlos big up Kimmy when she was going through, her illness. Shout out to Kimmy. Thank God for, her recovery. But when are you going to pick up this other woman here that has basically been almost kicked down to an illness by one of your cast members on this show? And she just sat up there on the public platform and told you she felt as though sometime she was wondering when were y'all going to protect her. Looked like everybody on the show was protected but her. So again, is Martell returning? Is he returning to the show? Because I don't know how much support this show will get. Because how far is too far? How far is this too far? I feel, and I'm just gonna say this. Look like we stuck with this show. It's like you in a train that's going, but it ain't going to nowhere too fast. It's time to move forward. The mess, the drama, it's okay here and there, but it's time to get on to what this show was created for. Give it a better look. Because right now, this show is so toxic that you might as well go ahead and put that on the same network with Krishan and Blueface. Like, come on now. It's time for new storylines to come about. We don't want to hear about Kimmy and Maurice can't have sex. I'm sick of hearing about Maurice cheating because Tisha ain't going nowhere. Stormy and I don't even know what Stormy had going on. I'm tired of hearing about Kiki and her relapsing or however that go. Come on now. It's time for something else. Yeah, It's time for something else. I'm even tired of the Martell and Mel situation. It's time for something else. Where is this show going? Are we going to get new castmates? Are we going to make the cast that's here? Are we going to make them do something? Because there's other things that could be talked about. Like Maurice and them could talk about, what's going on with Monster and what he got going on, or what do he ever step foot in a courthouse and be a lawyer? Do he do that? We see that Kimmy is doing something. What is it with real estate or something? You selling a house? What in the world? I don't even know what Tisha do. I don't know what none of them do because you don't see it. Like, what do y'all do? Even with the black, we see scene here and there, and it looked like it be two people. Like, what? Come on, what are we doing here? What are we doing? It's time to, if you're going to make one person step forward, and i.e. Mel and Martell, it's time to make the other cast members do the exact same or get on out the way. I even heard, allegedly, that Destiny could be coming back with, I don't know if it's going to be, it's like I'm hearing that Destiny potentially be coming back. I'm hearing that potentially it could be the producer and Moses coming back. Now that I might want to see that. I ain't gonna even hold you because it would be something new and fresh, and so potentially I can see that. Like, come on with it. We can see that something because this is getting old. We're stuck in previous seasons, and it's time to catch up mustard to something else. It's getting old. So pretty much that's all I had to really say about that. But the whole situation with Martell and his yet again failed attempt and the audacity of it all. Like, what is the end game of all of that? Now, I know he said that they have to go to court. Is it the 29th? So that'll be this week. I think in reference to, he said that they're going to court on the 29th. Because Mel, I guess he said that Mel is trying to get the kids back on the show and, have the ability to be on social media, which I don't see a problem with it, because this could, really help them in the future. But again, my personal opinion, I don't think that he want to see them do it, because the other one can't do it. And the other one can't do it because the mother, if she can't be seen, he can't be seen. So yeah. So really and truly, he knocking his other 4 kids because the other kid can't be them kids. Boy, your life is a mess. When I tell you, you made a mess of yourself. You made a mess out of yourself. You really, really did. But it is what it is. You made your bed, lay in it. But whatever. So y'all, that was pretty much all I had with this video. Leave your comment down below. Let me know, how do you feel about everything? What do you think is the end game for Martell? What do you think the future will look like in Love and Marriage Huntsville? Do you feel that the show need to do a shakeup and get some new characters, or do the current cast members need to step it up? I don't know. I mean, it's time for something different. It's time to really, really and truly go to another season. And I'm not talking about going to another season, but we still talking about what we talked about 5 seasons ago. It's time to push something different. So I really and truly hope to see something new. I am, as always, I'm praying for Melody and her strength. Because this has to be tough, because despite it all, her children has to somewhat witness this. You could try to shield your children from things, but some things you really and truly you can't. So big ups to her. I know she has a really great support system, so shout out to them as well. And again, shout out to all of my supporters. I love each and every one of you. Now, if you didn't get a chance to hit the like button on your way in, please touch that like button on your way out. It is totally free. If you would like to support the channel, my Cash App is on the actual screen. If you would like to send any messages, you can reach me at Just Being Me Speaks on IG. And again, until next time, thank each and every one of you, and you have a good night.